Good morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. The reason why I like swing trading so much is that you can do your research the night before and you can do other things during the day. You can have some balance. Who wants to sit in front of a computer all day long looking at screens? I don't. So between trades, I often take a little break. Today I'm going to ride a bicycle this afternoon. But this lady seems to be able to filter out all the noise in the market, and that's exactly what the market did yesterday. Any bad news that came its way, the market seemed to be up. Today we got housing and some other reports, and the market looks to be up again this morning. So this lady has an ability to filter out all the noise. The market seems to be filtering out all the noise, and I quite frankly don't understand the situation. I think that the market should not be as positive as it is right at the moment. But that didn't stop me from doing a little buying yesterday and going long. And I'll tell you about it in just a minute. Let's get started. Well, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all ended up in positive territory yesterday. NASDAQ was 1.5%. The big boys all liked it. And I seen it in the news this morning that Amazon was going to buy MGM. That's interesting. There's a lot of green. The financials will look green. And by the way, I think this is going to be the week for financials. And I added some financials to my portfolio. Tesla's green, finally. And my NEO took a little bit of loss off. It's a big loser yet, but it's coming back. This is what we like to see. Technology for the week. Technologies. So this might be technology's week, but I think it's also financials. Energy. Last week didn't so good, but everything seems to be green. Good day, and things are shaping up for a good day today. At the moment, Dow's up, S&P 500's up. Yeah, there's Amazon set to try MGM. That's really interesting. On Monday, the Feds downplayed the inflation risk again. Surging prices are based on surging demand. I just know that everything costs more. It's only temporary. The dollar's still dropping, and gold since April has been growing, and Bitcoin is a dropping, but it may have stabilized out a little bit here. Is any of the viewers of this video into Bitcoin, or are you strictly looking at stocks? And I know that's where I focus most of mine. I focus most of my energies on stocks, and typically better stocks, but I do have a watch list of some penny stocks under $10. But those are a little harder to trade using technical indicators. The bigger stocks behave better with their technical indicators. The ones that have been around for a little while, or the ones that are profitable. Looking at TradingView on the daily, and we're looking at the zigzag indicator, which is a visual indicator. Always perfect, but it's only perfect because it looks into the future to get perfect. Nobody can pick these tops and bottom, but that's what the job of the swing trader is, and I like to start with that. Okay, if you could catch this swing and go all the way up to here, that's some good trading there. And you got to find some indicators here that do that. This one seemed to have picked that turnaround. This could have picked it. It's coming up around. This is your stochastic RSI. This is your MACD, and this is the RSI. And that would have picked it very nicely too. So find your indicators that pick the change in reversals, and then test it, back test it, get real comfortable with it. But anyway, it looks like the NASDAQ 100 is still moving on, and all these are green. Same here. Look, Dow, all good news out there. Everything coming up roses. Let's see what housing has to say today. Number of home buyers and housing starts. Let's see what the housing numbers are, the metrics. That will tell us if everything is coming up roses. I have a watch list of 243 stocks. These are stocks that I know the names of and are a little bit familiar with it. You can't really... I think a swing trader can really only know about 30 stocks really, really well. Okay, but you can know more, the names of them and what they do and that kind of thing. Just like Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer knows probably about 200 stocks really well, but he has a broad understanding of a lot more. And I believe really he's familiar with around 600 stocks. 77 trade real well with the RSI, and 37 trade real well with the MACD. And I know those stocks. I back tested them. I have some trending stocks here that are trending. This is my watch list, and these are basically all trending, and these are not BABA. But I can tell you this: it's on my radar, BABA. And all this is it's a number of uptrend, strong uptrend. I have them categorized based on the slope of the line, based on and it just gives you the number of uptrends versus some of the others. And so there is 148 uptrend or strong uptrend stocks. That's has grown over the course of the last 5 days. It's kind of wavering here, but about 2 weeks ago, it was a lot less. So the trend seems to be up. You can't get a lot of data from that, but that means there's more today than 2 weeks ago. There's more strong uptrending stocks than there were 2 weeks ago. So if you wanted the momentum is up based on that theory. Take it with a grain of salt. And from that 240 stocks, I run a routine in OmniBroker, which is another tool that I programmed. You can by the way, you can program a TradingView too. Okay, but you can only do one stock at a time. I want to do a portfolio, and I got a list of stocks that are from the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastic. And then I can take a look at these. And I've taken a look at these. I do this oftentimes ahead of time on my Discord chat. And here's that same list. And that was put out yesterday. And this list was put out about mid-afternoon. And I took some action on those. I looked at Costco based on that list in the afternoon. And it's too close to earnings, so I just dismissed that. There was an MACD buy on that list, and I decided that would look good to me, technically. And I believe I took action on that. Let's see the actions I took that afternoon. Yes, I bought IBM, Bank of America, American Express, and ACM. Cisco, and I got the MACD, and the stochastic RSI is pointing up, and so is the RSI, and you would think that all looks good. But this long bar up concerns me. Would have been nice to get a little earlier. And right now, where I'm sitting at is almost at the previous resistance. So I think I'm too late for this signal, and would have to wait for a pullback. It just might. There's better ones out here. Bank of America. All the financials look good. You got a stochastic RSI, but this is not too late, I don't believe. I believe this is going to travel a little further up. And the financials are very good. If we do have some inflation, the financials will always be good bets. So Bank of America looks good. And I took a small position. These are the share prices. The number of shares that I took on a small account. Now, I have an IRA and some other accounts that I would have taken some bigger positions with. On a small account of $5,000, this is what I would have done. And have taken positions in all these. American Express, financials. Look at that long-term uptrend there. There's your MACD. Stochastics, RSI looks good, and so does the RSI. This looks good to me. This is a long-term trending stock. You had a little pullback. You might be a little late. Maybe not. I gave it a go and bought. And I recently, as of last night, put out a buy signal for me for Under Armour. If you look at this, the RSI set at 4, by the way, RSI 4 length, so I can get these peaks a little bit better. You got that one. That would have been a good one. I got an upward signal here, and that would have been a good one. Upward. That would have been a good one. This is a downward. And yeah, that would have been a good one too. Up. And maybe it looks a little bit up. You had to get out quickly. And I don't know, some of us doesn't have that ability. And now you're sitting here. This is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Is that a falling knife? Is that a good signal here? These were all pretty good ones. Do you want to take that one? Well, I am going to. So the market opens today. I'm going to try to buy into Under Armour. Anyway, that's a single list. Go down through it, do your own due diligence, check it out. This market is unpredictable. Doesn't matter what news comes in, the market's still strong, ignoring the news, just like the lady that's meditating. She can take all that noise and filter it out. But I'd be careful, and I am mostly in cash, even though I did buy yesterday. I didn't go overboard. Catch the Discord chat. It's free. Look at TradingView. It's free. All these indicators are out there and available. It's free. Choose your own indicators and get adjusted. Those are all free too. You can have up to 3 indicators. If you want 4, this has got 4 here, but if you want 4, you have to pay a little money, but you can do just as good with 3. And if I was choosing 3, it would be the zigzag, MACD, and the RSI, possibly the stochastic. I could choose between one or the other. The stochastic RSI gives you more signals, and I like a little less. Now, one more last thing I want to talk about is if you're watching a lot of videos and watching without engaging, without trying to do some paper trading or some trading some small amounts, or even asking a question or arguing with somebody about their point of view, or disagreeing with my point of view, you can't learn that way. You have to engage. So one of the things I'd like to do for this channel is I'd like us to disagree and discuss from a point of view. And I believe that through this collaboration, we'll all become stronger traders. In fact, the fact that I'm sharing information with you makes me a better trader. Yes, a couple of days ago, somebody asked if I would share some of my spreadsheets, and I would, but I don't think they're good enough. Okay, I think there's some hidden mistakes and things like that. They're not ready for prime time yet, but I would be willing to share my spreadsheets because it would help you develop your own. That's where the key is. Get your own indicators, and develop your own strategies, your own spreadsheets, your own methods, and then you become a good trader. Let's jump off of this and get back to trading. And please like and subscribe. Happy trading today. Be careful out there. Does anybody remember the old show that used to always end, "Be careful out there"? Anyway, be careful out there.